Hello friends. The air fryer is making noise in the background. I'm making the kids lunch. It is 1 o'clock. We're mostly done with our school day. But not quite. They're finishing their silent reading. Jackson's timer just went off. Alice has 5 or 6 minutes left. Then we have to do some family style stuff at the table. I'll do that while they're eating lunch. I'm just making them hot dogs because we've got a few that we need to get rid of. Hot dogs, apples, and a little Clio yogurt bar. So I can show you that when I'm done. Will just got home from work. And that's where we're at right now. We've seen a lot of stuff out at the fence. When we first came down, the squirrel was at the fence. I don't know if it's the same squirrel. We really can't tell. But we've just assumed it was the same one coming back. Huh? Oh. And Alice named him Murphy. So we saw Murphy first thing this morning. We saw another new bird out there. It kind of looked like a robin. Are robin's chest like bright red or like a muted red?
Muted.
Yeah. Oh, it was probably a robin then. We've had a lot of little like red-headed or red house finch. What do they call it? Red-headed house finches. I looked it up. What? That's what they are.
Red-headed house finches.
Yeah. When I Googled it, I said birds with red head, and I'm pretty sure it was like a red something. It's not a red bellied. It doesn't have.
Red-crested, maybe?
Let me look it up. We've had these out back. So house finches, red-headed house finches. I don't know. There's also red-headed woodpeckers, and red-headed sparrows. So I'm not dumb. Alrighty, we got some Nathan's hot dogs, and I warmed the buns up just a little bit in the microwave, and the kids really like that. They had this basically same lunch yesterday, but hot dogs with ketchup. Alice does have onions on hers. One of those little Clio yogurt bars. The chocolate's falling off of Alice's. These are their probiotics, and then she had a few bites of banana left from breakfast, but other than that, they have apples to go along with it. While the kids eat lunch, we are going to read a little bit out of this Material World book. I like this. We haven't dove into it too much, but we've looked at it here and there. And I think today we're looking at, I think I wrote down page 14. The photography in here is beautiful. So we're looking at, let me point this down a little more so you can see. We're looking at Africa. This is a picture of boys on the bank of the Niger River. Cannot pronounce that. Kuro? Mali? Move your head. Kuro. So it's interesting because it'll take like a location and they have each family bring out all of their belongings and put on display. And then there's like almost like an inventory of what there is, like the objects in the photo. And then a lot of times there will be like story snippets, like on market day in the village, they do this. And it's just a really interesting look so that we can show the kids like, this is how people live around the world. Not everyone lives the same way or in the same type of, areas. So we're gonna talk about this one today while they eat lunch, and Alice wants to show you a boo-boo. Why do you always have blankets at the table? I don't like that when you're eating. Anyway, show them your elbow. Ooh. That was from her tripping in the driveway yesterday. Was it in the driveway, I assume? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fine. They get it. Are you all right? I know it still hurts. It's gonna still hurt. It's healing.
I wanted to use alcohol pads.
No, that would hurt. So this was from March 27th, 1993 is when they did this study here. And it shows the members of the family. So I'm not gonna try to pronounce all the names because I can't. So we've got a father and he is 39. His first wife is 28 years old. His second wife is 26 years old. And then it breaks it down to first wife's family and second wife's family. So the first wife has a daughter who's 11. A 9-year-old son, a 6-year-old son, a 3-year-old son, and a 13-year-old daughter. The second wife's household, and you can see this is their house like here. Well, can't see it on camera very well because I zoomed in, but you can see family members down here. You've got more family members up here. The second wife has a 5-year-old daughter, a 3-year-old daughter, a 1-year-old son, and the wife of father's brother in blue with children, not part of the household. So it showed all of the family members. And then some of the objects in the photo. Yes, dear.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to see where your hand falls, huh? Because I zoomed in. Okay, eat your food. They're both like trying to get their hands in the frame.
I'm like,
oh, you're just bending your arm. Some of the objects on the roof of their house, from left to right. That's opposite. They've got mortar and pestles, sieves for sifting grain, ritual cane, musket broken, inherited from the father's father, mosquito netting covers their bed at night so they don't get eaten by mosquitoes. We've got, let's see, a bicycle. There's a bicycle up here on the top part. Yeah. We've got a broken pot. So what would we typically do with something if it was broken, guys?
Fix it.
Fix it or throw it away, right? And so this goes to show, like, they just kept a broken pot because they're gonna probably repurpose it for something, I would guess, right?
Like they would like go on the little bicycle with like with the broken vase, go to like where they got all the clay with a not broken bucket and like patch it up.
Maybe.
With like a thing that like smooths down.
They've got a basket with clothes in it up here, a wash tub, which is where I was talking. Oh, they've got 5 wash tub or 5 plastic and aluminum, broken bark basket with rags and scraps sitting in it. So they keep, would you say their stuff is fancy or it's functional? Functional. And functional means what? Like,
it's able to work. It's not like, oh, like marble or like white and black fancy, but like it could be like, say like on table, it's not fancy. It's kind of like wobbly, kind of. It was, well, but it's still functional.
I guess fancy wasn't the right word, but they don't have a lot of stuff that isn't necessary, right? Do they have a bunch of toys? Do they have a bunch of clothes? No. Do you have a bunch of clothes and toys? Yeah. So that's a dress.
I'm trying to hide.
No, you're fine. So that it's just a difference in culture, right?
Because I have so many toys.
Yeah, you do. So, what are you doing? They just want to look at themselves. So we're going to take a little break and I'm going to go back to teaching.
I'm talking to Alice. She has a lot of toys.
Yes, that is true. All she does is sweep, 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 sweep. You guys are messy when you eat.
All she does is sweep, 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 sweep.
There's crumbs always, everywhere, forever and ever. Amen. I keep telling her she should change out of that dress because that's the dress she's wearing in 2 days for a tea party we're going to. So she's going to be wearing it again. Ah, your dad is napping right there. Can we not?
He slept through a fire siren.
A fire siren? You mean a fire truck? But are you going to change your dress? If you go outside and play in that and get dirty, you can't wear it to the tea party.
Oh, shit.
I don't want to. Because I don't want to do more laundry. That's what moms are made for. Excuse you.
Alice, I'm gonna get you through this event. You have to do this.
Are you picking your nose? What are you doing? Haven't seen y'all in a while. It is now 6 p.m. Will's home. We've been planning something a little fun for next month. But I don't want to say much in case the kids watch the videos because it's a surprise. I will say, hold on. You don't want to
loudly repeat our verification code for our
Do you need it? You need it again?
I'm sending 2 and I already forgot it.
Oh, seriously?
That's what I thought it was.
Turd. He's sending a birthday gift to a friend and he needed the credit card verification. What was I saying? Will and I, mainly me, pestering Will, have been, let me put you on the tripod. I do this all the time. I didn't plan on having a chat. Hold on. Okay, so I do have clothes on. It just doesn't look like I do. I have a tank top. Let's zip that up. Will and I, mainly me, ignore him. Where's my brightness? What is happening? What's happening in life? Does he ever stop? No, the answer is no. We've been planning something special for a few weeks from now. I will say next month is Mother's Day. Yep. Hi, Jack. So we got Mother's Day next month. We've got Alice's birthday on May 14th, and mine is May 13th, and Mother's Day is May 9th. So that week may be fun, right? Except for you, you have a lot of shopping to do. Don't worry, you don't have to shop for Alice. I've already done that. Dinner's done, Jack. Yeah, you did. Yep. So I'm excited for her gifts, like the gifts that we got her. He said he's got an idea for me. We'll see. And then I reminded him, I said, are you gonna have the kids pick out something too? His reaction was less than thrilled. He's like, I always forget to have the kids pick something out. So that was a conversation. But that's what we've been kind of doing the last few hours. I've been doing some planning and stuff on the computer. So, Jackson, where are you going? Outside to play? Okay. Are you ready for dinner? Because cheeseburgers just got done.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Service has like 50 updates.
Yeah. Can you sit up a little bit so you're in the camera?
I'm right here.
I know, but you look washed out. You don't have eyes.
Maybe you should turn down your white values a little bit.
No, I like it that way. Because it's dark in here. I keep pushing buttons on the back. Did I just turn it up? Oh, I'm turning it up worse. There, are you happy? Now I have shadows all over my face.
Oh no. There are sections of your face that light hasn't touched and reflected into the aperture of the camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, my husband.
You're gonna get oil on your hand.
Ooh, did you put oil in? Yeah. He oiled his beard. All right, so that's what we've been doing, and I've been watching birds outside. There, see? Because it keeps wanting to go. I'm done with him. Dinner time. Oh my gosh, y'all. I showed you the burger patties. I just cooked them in the oven. They were frozen ones from Costco, and I defrosted them overnight, put them in the oven. Ours have fresh mozzarella on them, and then I threw some onions and jalapenos and mustard, which is not strictly carnivore, but it sounded good. And Will has
food.
Same thing, but ketchup, mustard, onion, and cheese. And the kids aren't ready to eat yet.
I wanted A1, but my wife doesn't like me.
This is cool, right? I'm gonna drop something. Okay.
Why would you not hand that?
It's bedtime story time again. Welcome back to Amazon Stories. Just kidding. Welcome back to Simple Life Stories with William. He does voices.
One of the multiplicity of Williams.
You are one of them. Sit down, Alice. We're reading Flora and Ulysses. Enjoy.
I'm apparently tickling Tiffany. With
I'm literally laughing out loud.
What, are you crying?
No, not yet. I am eating a hamburger though.
William Spiever, actually, said Tootie's nephew. I prefer to be called William Spiever. It distinguishes me from the multiplicity of Williams in the world. He smiled.
The kid has a high-pitched voice, guys.
It's a pleasure to meet you, whoever you are. I would shake your hand, but as I said, I think I'm bleeding. Also, I'm blind. You are not blind, said Tootie.
I am.
I'm suffering from a temporary blindness induced by trauma, said William Spiever. Temporary blindness induced by trauma. The word sent a chill down Flora's spine. Seemingly, there was no end to things that could go wrong with human beings. Why hadn't terrible things can happen to you done an issue on temporary blindness induced by trauma, or, for that matter, one on extended hallucinations? I am temporarily blind, said William Spiever again. How unfortunate, said Flora's mother. He's not blind, said Tootie, but as of this morning he is staying with me for the summer. Imagine my surprise and excitement.
She seems really excited, y'all. Sorry, you're gonna have to miss out on the rest of William Spiever. I'm gonna let you go. You are a mess, girl. Look at that hair. You ready for bed? Yeah. They need some sleep. So we're gonna close this one out tonight. It's 9:30. We're gonna take them up, put them to bed because they're having some strong emotions today and some challenges. So parenting has been, we've clocked in for parenting today. We've done our duty for the day. So we're gonna make sure they get in bed and get some good rest because
I'm gonna put on a bandage on my elbow because
she's got her arm in a t-shirt sling because it still hurts from yesterday.
Oh, if you want to know how to do it, just put your head through the head hole and then use your whole arm and put it through the opposite sleeve and like bend it over to make it a sling.
It's pretty good to know in case you're out on a hike or something, you don't have a sling.
Or like
or
out
a wrap.
camping and then like you like trip over a log and then you really hurt yourself and then you have an extra t-shirt. That's why you should bring an extra t-shirt.
She's teaching you things. Look at your little missing teeth in that mouth. And then there's a Jackson. You gotta tell them good night.
Good night, everyone. Neosporin.
And put some Neosporin on her arm because the scab is starting to dry and it's right on the like bend of her elbow. So when she bends her elbow, it cracks and it hurts a lot. So thanks for coming along today. Drop a comment, share some love, and until next time, we will see you later.